I know it's been a minute since I got on this camera, but oh well. Not like anyone's really checking for me anyway. Um, there's just been a lot of things going on in life, and I feel like I have no one else I can really turn to, so I'm turning to YouTube. Um, let's see. Besides work being shit and having to walk in cold, rainy weather, and just life in general, it's just like I said, I like this time of year, and then I don't like this time of year. If that makes sense, if anyone like understands. Like I kind of like and dislike this time of year. Like they always say it's the most wonderful time of the year, but I don't really feel like that a lot of the time. I guess you can call me the Grinch or a Scrooge, whatever. Maybe if my life was better, I would be more happy, but at this point, it's really not. And it's raining outside, so that doesn't help when you're already in a like sad, bad mood. It doesn't help when it starts raining to, accompany that. But anyway, I guess I wanted to start this thing where I kind of do reviews of Netflix movies. So I just finished watching the movie Holiday Rush, and it's a black film about Christmas. I'm always about that black entertainment, support black entertainment move. And so basically it's gonna be spoilers, so if you want to watch the movie, I would suggest you click out of the video now. If not, or if so, or whatever. Anyway, so how it starts off is there's this guy, I forgot his name. Oh, Rush. Like his last name is Rush. And he's a DJ, and he works he's a DJ. He works at a radio station, and he's like the #1 top DJ in the town and stuff like that, right? So then they get bought by a bigger company called Camcom, and they basically give them the boot. They're like, no, we don't need you anymore. We want someone else. We want somebody who can pull around the world instead of just like an R&B station. Oh my god, it's a they put up a girl who does a pop station. So basically, he has like four kids? Yeah, he has 4 kids, and they are very accustomed to this bougie lifestyle because he's a top radio person, so he lives in a big house, and they go to like the private schools. They always have like a whole bunch of gifts, and like they live in the best life, the bougie life, the life I wish I could live. That's what they're living. And so they're like, oh, we want this for Christmas. Like, we want mini horses for Christmas. Oh, we want Prada bags. We want a car. All the stuff that rich bougie people get. And they was like, and since he had lost his job, he wasn't able to afford all those things. So he had to move back to the house that him and his wife, well, his ex-wife, because she passed away, they had to move back into the house that they were in before. And of course, a lot of the kids like were against it. They're like, oh my god, like we're gonna be poor, like what about us, what about our life here, like why are you just gonna move us back to a place that like we don't know, and things like that. And there also is there's a woman, her name is Roxy, and she's like his producer. She's Rush's producer slash like friend. And so she's very like wanting to, I guess, help him build his company or whatever, because when they were like talking about how they're gonna get the money to like fund a new station, she said she was gonna dip into her 401k. And then also his sister, her name's Aunt Joe, she gave him $45,000 so they can build up go back to the station that they came from before they became the bigger station. they're going back to the roots, you know. And so they bought their, I think it was WBKL station back that they started on. And but then the people that was at the old, that booted, gave them the boot, basically was trying to keep them down, like, no, we don't want them to succeed, do everything in your power to make sure that nobody wants to advertise on their station. So their friend that they thought that they had at that station, at the old station they were at, basically started doing the dirty work that the new boss wanted him to do, by telling the advertisers, don't buy from them, like, don't advertise on their station, you know, because they had a lot of pull in the market or whatever. So it was like everything was just raining down on them. And then there was like a lot of life lessons in the movie. I really liked it. It was interesting. And basically, like, Roxy and Rush ended up, like, because you could tell, like, they liked each other, but, like, neither one of them was making a move. And then it came to pass that, like, the reason why, like, Roxy didn't make a move on him first was because, after his wife had passed away, he was, you know, not in a space to, like, be in a relationship. So she kind of just pulled back, and she was like, okay, well, he needs a friend. So she just became more of his friend, but you could tell that she really liked him. And then one of the kids' name was Jamal. Him and Maya, they were both really against moving back into the old house. The twins, they didn't really care. They were like, okay, yeah, whatever. And so it's like, because Jamal, that's the house that he kind of grew up in with the mom who had passed away. So he didn't like the memories of that house. And so he ended up like being very mad, upset, angry, to the point that he even ran away. And especially after, like, the dad was like, oh, well, me and Roxy are going to be together now. And he was like, no. And he, like, ran away. And it basically all came to find out that the reason why he felt bad, or he didn't want to be in that house, was because the house didn't feel like his mom. His mom got cancer in that house, so he didn't like the memories that it held. And then he didn't like the fact that when she died, the dad basically started trying to give them a whole bunch of, like, gifts and trying to spoil them instead of, like, dealing with the grief. He was just like, oh, okay, let me just buy them gifts just to, you know, kind of compensate for having to be both parents. So yeah, so I mean, it's definitely a good movie. You know, because I always said, oh, if I ever had kids, that I would spoil them. But that movie kind of was like, okay, well, if I spoil them, they might grow up to be like, oh, you know, I just want everything I can get, you know, this and this and this. And not really having to, like, because I wouldn't want them to work for it, you know. But then it's like, if you don't have some sort of working for it, or understand, like, how to get it on your own, then you're always going to be relying on other people, I guess. Because, you know. Yeah, so that's pretty much my take on the movie. I really don't know what else to say. So bye.